What's happening, people? Welcome back to another episode of Red Divided. Myself, Tommy.
You got it here.
You got a depressed ham. Yeah, still top of the table, but very dejected, very depressed.
It's not that bad, man. Nothing has changed, man. Nothing has changed.
Nothing's changed.
Disappointed, bro.
You still gotta go there.
Might be a quiet one for me. I might just not say nothing this whole episode.
Nah, you'll be good, man. You'll be good.
I feel like I haven't ranted all season. Maybe this is my rant episode. I haven't ranted all season.
Oh,
This might be my rant
sticky.
episode, bro.
Getting
Oh man.
Obviously, it's getting to the latter stages now, isn't it? So those like points are valuable.
Crucial.
It's getting.
Might as well let's just go
sticky.
straight into it. Let's just talk to us about your journey, because obviously another away journey. You've gone out and supported your team
Yeah.
this season.
It's
boy.
my eighth or ninth away game.
Talk us through it. At least you didn't have to travel out of London this time.
Nah, it was a quick. This is a quick, bro. I was there. I was there, but I'm happy I left the time I did, because I don't understand. Like every time I go London Stadium, they do the double check thing, and it just like creates a bottleneck before you get inside the stadium. So on the bridges by the stadium, just like so it's just packed for no reason. But I guess they're trying to manage like control in it, like try and stagger people in to the stadium so everyone's not rushing in at one time. But I'm happy I got there at the time I did. So I got there just before, like maybe like 10 minutes before kickoff. I'm not gonna lie to you, I was expecting nothing less than a win. Okay, it's West Ham away.
Even me and Tom spoke.
It's West Ham away, and West Ham played on Thursday, and we haven't played since last week Sunday. So we have the week off. We're fresh. And like I said, they're fair enough. They're fighting for their lives, yeah.
Bro, yeah.
And to make matters worse, I just saw Newcastle go there
yeah.
and do a number on them.
I was in Westfield that day. It was smoking.
So I didn't expect us to, because obviously, like we always say, like there's 11 professionals playing in it. They got pride. They're not gonna get beat 5-1 by Newcastle, and then also get beat 5-1 by us. They're gonna learn. But that performance let me know that if we turn up and do our thing, then we're gonna win here. And in the boys' defense, that's probably I'm pissed off today, because it's probably the first time I have, because they actually haven't let me down this season. Everton away, new manager bounce. We can give a one bad performance in the season, it's okay. We lost to United away, you can lose to United away. Like I said, we played brilliant and whatnot. Last weekend, Anfield, innit? You can do it. It was more upsetting than anything, innit? Obviously, you don't want to drop points at Anfield. But today's one was just, because we started how we start games, innit? Like, the football was just
When I saw two,
cutting.
I thought this is gonna be a long.
No, 100%. I just thought that we were just, when it went too quickly, I just thought if we go 3-4 in this half, then we can just woosah for the second half. And we can pretty much do what Man City done yesterday. Take off all the players, even though we don't play again until Friday. We'll act like we're in the Champions League. So we can even take off Ramsdale and bring on Matt Turner just so you can get a feel for a derby, innit? But I'm thinking, stay on their necks, innit? And the goals are lovely, innit? Jesus' first goal, the football was brilliant. The football for Odegaard's goal was brilliant. Where I was sitting as well, the vantage point is always perfect, just above the halfway line, higher up in the West Stand. So the vantage point is beautiful. So the football is just lovely. From front to back, we're playing our stuff. And we go 2-0 up, and then it's just like, we went from like gear 5, and we went all the way back to gear 1, and we couldn't get out of gear 1, but the football just slowed down. Like everything was like quick, incisive, penetrative. Then it was 2-0 up so early, and it's like the boys just took their foot off the gas and just said, okay, cool, you go through the motions. And like I was telling Tom earlier, like the passes that you normally just punch into another player, because the game's so comfortable and easy, now we're not punching it as quickly and as firm as we could, because the game is easy. Hence why Thomas Partey makes that silly mistake that he does, because there's no reason for him to do that. But the game's so comfortable, so easy. He's thinking, I can just flick it around the corner. Or Declan Rice, and Declan Rice was brilliant all day, steals it. I haven't watched it back, so I don't know, but I think it was a penalty.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen nothing back in it to say whether it definitely was a penalty or not.
It was a penalty. You were looking for it, but
It looked like Gabriel lunged and they got their penalty.
Yeah.
So that gives them something, because I think they scored on 35 minutes or something, and I think up until then, Ramsdale had nothing to do. All Ramsdale done was just recycle the ball.
It was too easy.
Yeah.
It was too easy.
That's it. We weren't like, they weren't the fans. They were silent, but you're silent when you have nothing to shout about. If your team doesn't have the football, what is there to do or say? And your team is 2-0 down within 10 minutes and whatnot. But then, like I said, we done exactly what we done at Anfield. We give them something. So you could say Xhaka got into a fight with Trent last weekend, gave them something. The fans got a lift. They got the boys on song, got them back into the game. They scored just before half time. It's 2-1. different team talk. Same again, because David Moyes is probably going to bring them out at half time and let them know. Fair enough, you played on Thursday, but that performance is unacceptable. Like, you guys are not even close to Arsenal, not even close to trying to touch anybody. You're not doing anything out there. It's 45 minutes of nonsense. And we give them a penalty, they got 2-1. And then the last 7-8 minutes, they're getting corners, they're getting silly free kicks. And it goes from, like, we're cruising to, like, oh, shit, boys, we're in a game of football now, you know? But then, obviously, it's half time, so I'm thinking, all right, cool. It's fine. We'll be all right. I'm telling my boy that. I'm saying, my boy's like, this could be a game. I said, we're going to be all right. Okay? It's Arsenal. They just saw Man City win yesterday. They know what's at stake.
They know what they need
I just
to do.
saw them lot play some blinding football for like half an hour, yeah? And I've been, like I said, I've been to most of as many away games as I can, innit? And this is what we've done away. Played our football, won the games, 2-3-0, shut up shop, and whatnot. So I'm thinking, well, come out in the second half and just get back into the way we're playing. Like, it's a little blip. And then we didn't do nothing again in the second half. And I think, what the fuck is going on? Like, West Ham started fast. They got a corner within like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Boom. Started
Straight away.
fast. Yeah, started
Straight away,
fast. We couldn't get out of our half, and then they scored. The only good thing was, I think they got their second goal in 55 minutes. So it was much earlier than when Liverpool got their second goal.
So you still got time in it.
We still got time in it. So I'm thinking, okay, cool. This is not what we wanted. It's not fucking ideal, but we got 40 minutes to go get one goal and win the game. And I don't think we created any chances. Because we couldn't get in behind them because of how they had their two banks set up. We couldn't get in behind them.
I can just remember Saka's shot.
That was it. And he looked like he was carrying a car behind his back when he was running.
There was no clear cut.
And we didn't have nothing. We didn't have nothing. We tried. I mean, the gaffer tried to bring on Trossard early. Had to hook Partey because Partey was having a stinker after the first mistake. Tried to bring Jorginho, and when Jorginho did come on, we did kind of like Wusa, and we did get some kind of control. But the control wasn't a dominating control. Just like, okay, we're recycling the ball, but we're not creating chance after chance after chance. We're just recycling
Nothing
it.
that tested the keeper.
Nothing.
Anything that went to him was straight in his hand.
Comfortable.
Nothing.
I think the best chance of the second half, aside from the goal, was like the Antonio one. Apart from that, I can't think of anything else.
Yeah, for them. Yeah, because I don't. Yeah, it's not.
They hit
Both. Both.
They didn't really
teams,
do.
they didn't do much as well. Apart from
And that's what's so frustrating. West Ham was so shit. Like, West Ham was so shit today.
And I think that's the painful thing. It's not on another season. You would be like getting points away to West Ham. Like, you don't know. They're a good team,
Because
right?
they normally will finish 7th or something underneath David
But
Moyes.
this season they've been shit, and that's why nobody second guessed Arsenal getting
Going
3
there,
points.
100%.
Like, I didn't even question it. I thought 3
Yeah.
points, we move on. So
I didn't second guess it
was
because like
shocking.
literally, as I said, me and Ade was talking about it. I thought I need to get another Arsenal player on my fantasy team because
So
this.
that's how, Well, they're definitely going to score.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Arsenal.
I've got
Yeah,
Odegaard.
I thought there could be if Newcastle goes and turn them over, especially Arsenal knowing that they
we
need
can
to
go
bounce
and turn
back.
them over
I
4
don't
or
even
5.
see them as a team this season. I
Yeah.
literally no difference between them and Southampton.
Because when they played Bournemouth played better than them at the London Stadium.
Yeah,
They just won the game 1-0.
Mhm.
So they're quite fortunate. So it's a like as a fan, obviously, is a massive blow from an Arsenal perspective. But from a neutral, and I was talking to my friend about this, it changes nothing. I know it's, at the end of the day, you don't want to drop points there. The only thing it changes is the mental aspect of things. Like, how does the player bounce back from this? And the best, like, you got Southampton at home, so it's got nothing like that plays straight into your hands. You got Southampton at home, which will allow them to get at least a victory before you go to the Etihad. But in terms of like the table, it changes nothing. They still have to beat you at the Etihad.
Yeah.
Like, and that's, I was talking to my friend last week, and I was basically saying, despite Arsenal drawing the game at Liverpool, City still can't afford to drop points. Only Arsenal can, because it's changed nothing for you. You still have, you know that you have to go to Etihad before the game, and thankfully you got the draw. If you lost it, then it's a different matter, because they win their game in hand. They're on top of you, goal difference. But it still changes nothing because you beat Southampton next week. Then you go
Hopefully.
Now you beat Southampton.
Hopefully.
If you don't beat
No,
Southampton,
you
then
beat Southampton. Southampton are gone. So that's done. It's that Newcastle game.
Yeah.
Once the City game, so I thought there were going to be 3 games.
Remember,
that
we got
were
the
gonna
free
be two.
game. We've got the 3 games, bro.
There was
And
the
look at what we're doing
Liverpool,
now.
City, yeah. So you've drawn.
the Liverpool one.
No, but
Drawn
even
the
after
Liverpool
that, we got the 3 in a row.
You wasted the West Ham one because we didn't even count. I didn't even count that as a test.
Yeah.
Then you've now got the City and then the Newcastle.
And it's City, Newcastle, Chelsea at home, I think. Back to back.
No,
Yeah.
Chelsea ain't a team as well. So. Chelsea, Southampton, West Ham.
But it's the title chase, isn't it? It doesn't come easy. Like,
Nah,
you're not
They
gonna
don't.
like go 19 years and expect them
No,
to just pass it
100%.
over to you.
100%.
You're gonna need a bit a lot from like both sides. Like, you're gonna need a lot to go your way and go against them. So it's
Nah, man. Today
gets
was
like that,
Today
man.
was. Bro, I
It
sat
gets
in the
like-
stadium. I just said, looked at my boy and said, "Yeah, today's the day when we just lost the title." Like initial reaction, isn't it? Because obviously you drop 2 points and you're thinking, okay, cool. By the time we play them, let's say we do beat
The
Southampton,
math
yeah,
now.
we're 7 points,
Yeah.
yeah. Let's say we do play them and they do beat us and whatnot, yeah. 4 points, they still got to play They still got to play another 2 games and whatnot. They win their 2 games, we go behind them by 2 points and whatnot. If we win our games now, yeah, and we draw with them and they go win their games, what is it? That will make us a point ahead of them. A point. So it's just. For me, there's no room for error. There's no wiggle room
no
now.
room.
Especially
No
after
room.
dropping points a day. There's no room for error now. And the boys are playing like I said, we can't be going 2-0 up and giving away 2-0 lead because if it happens again, we go 2-0 up again in another game. You can't tell me we're human. You can't tell me the players ain't gonna be thinking about that.
And I think you're a bit lucky because I think I've said it before, but when you're 2-0 up and someone comes back to 2-2, more often than not, you actually lose the game.
Yeah.
Funnily enough,
Yeah.
you tend to lose the game.
The only thing
so-
is like we're not like the Arsenal old would have lost those games 3-2, maybe even 4-2.
Yeah.
We're still taking our point. Like I said, it's not over. Initially, when I was in the stadium, I definitely said, "Yep, we've just handed the City
No, it's
the
not.
title." Yeah, but that I'm prefacing it off how we're playing these last 2 games,
how they're playing.
how they're playing.
Yeah.
I don't see us, and I'm just gonna be as honest as possible, going there and turning them over at Etihad. If they do it, I'll be fucking ecstatic and I'll be proud of the boys and whatnot. But I can't see what Mikel does with the boys from now to when we play them. Yeah, how they're playing, like I said, because they're playing like they got the fire in their eyes, like they can see we win every game, we'll do the treble this year. Forget the league, we'll win the league, we'll win the Champions League, we'll win the FA Cup.
Yeah.
And with that alien playing up top, that's gonna go and get 50 goals, all comps, maybe even more, and whatnot. It's like you could have went there and got a draw, but now I'm thinking even a draw is not good enough if we go there
You guys got the points,
and whatnot.
but you look at everything else like you just mentioned, and it does start to stack against you.
Yeah. And like I said, that we still got to go Newcastle away and Etihad away, and we've just gone to West Ham away and Liverpool away and come away from a point. And arguably probably 2 easier games. That's St James's Park and Etihad, and London Stadium and Anfield. Anfield is Anfield, isn't it? But London Stadium and whatnot.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I mean, we'll see where we are, innit? I've enjoyed the journey, sir. I've enjoyed the journey. I've enjoyed screaming top of the table.
You better be at top of the table end of the season. I pray for all your.
I've
Arsenal-
enjoyed the journey, but
Arsenal
but in
brothers.
the stadium, I was physically like when I had to go to Tom's after because I thought if I go home, I'm just gonna be overthinking if I get to the studio.
I don't know what. will
Yeah,
happen.
so when I obviously go to Tom's, I said, you know what? If I get the train, it's a walk from the station to Tom's. I can walk. I can, I can have some thoughts. I can speak to my Bridget in the yard. I can play with the kids. I can take my mind off it before I come here and now I'm reminded of all this bullshit again, bro.
Yeah. Now, personally, as I said, I think it's just a mental aspect of things that will play on the player's mind. In terms of like the table, it doesn't change anything. You knew that you had to go and get something at the Etihad. You knew you need a minimum of a draw at the Etihad. That hasn't changed.
We cannot lose that game.
You don't
under any
want to go to the
circumstances.
Etihad thinking we need to beat them.
No, but they have to go there thinking we have to beat them.
No,
bro.
I get that.
There's
but
no way we can go there.
I'm sure you're not going to go into the mindset thinking let's go and get the draw.
Yeah.
But going there to know that you need to get something, then rather than we need to beat them, is a different mindset. Because you're going against like a team that are top of their form right now.
Yeah.
So you just like, if you go there and beat them, and you get what you need from there, you deserve to win the league, and that's. Do you get what I
If
mean?
we beat them,
100.
we gonna win the league.
100.
You deserve to win the league.
If we beat them, we gonna win the league.
As much as obviously I don't want you to win the league, but I've
If you
always
do
said
it,
you
you
deserve
deserve
to
it.
win the
Yeah,
league.
yeah.
But we've been top for like the whole season,
Apart from from the
We've been top
second
for like the
game,
whole
wasn't it?
season.
Yeah. You go there, beat them, bro. You deserve to win the league. And with the games that we're mentioning, I know that it's a difficult game.
St James's Park is not.
But
gonna
you,
be easy.
what you've proven over the seasons that you're more than capable.
Yeah,
Whether or
yeah.
not you go there and get what you need, at least you know it's going to be a game because
Yeah.
you're capable of
Well,
going
we'll
there
give
and
them-
getting.
yeah.
Yeah, you're more than capable.
I just
bro.
think we're not competing against a normal team. If it's a normal team, Ade and Tom,
Yeah.
we can draw football matches.
Because you're thinking
It's
they'll
not.
still
Yeah,
dominate.
they're not a normal team
Yeah,
that they
they're
can
not.
go and win 20 leagues in a row. It's
Yeah.
not a normal team.
Yeah.
When we was going for the title with you lot, you guys were dropping points. Fergie's team, we was dropping points. We was never finishing 90 something. Remember, we was winning leagues on 80 something points. I swear we won. One of us won a league on 70 something.
70-something,
Exactly.
yeah.
That means we were dropping points. That's normal football. That's normal stuff. That alien and that mastermind that they got as a manager, that's getting 100 points, 98 points and stuff like that. They don't leave room for error.
Yeah.
And I get it. Like, I'm not going to get on the boys' back. A lot of them are 21, 22. They're young. Arteta's first job and whatnot. I'm not saying they should go from 8th, 5th and go and win the league and whatnot. And like Tom said, it's not going to be easy to win a league, innit? And if these are the bumps and bruises along the road, a draw at Anfield,
You just
a
take
draw
it,
at London
bro.
Stadium, then we have to take it. We have to learn from it, innit?
Yeah. I would say no one expected the West Ham game to be the one that you're going to drop points at, but you take it and you move on because you're capable of beating everyone else that you got to play.
Yeah.
But it's whether you do it or not, that's a different ball game, innit? But you move on, man. Nothing's changed.
Just play properly at Etihad, please.
I say
90
for
minutes.
me personally, I don't mind Arsenal winning the league. For the fan base, nah, God can't let it happen.
Nah, see, I
Nah,
cannot
nah.
even accept. I cannot.
Nah,
I
right.
cannot.
It's not like
And there's some people at all phone calls as soon as
Yeah.
you guys don't win the league. If you guys don't win the league, there's some people.
because
You
I
gonna
don't
phone
like.
me?
No,
No,
yeah,
you're-
I know
you're
you,
fine. You're
There's some
fine.
people that have been collating messages throughout the whole season. Every time I don't talk, just screenshot. Bwah. Keep it. Don't talk, screenshot. Bwah. End of the season.
Yeah, no.
I'm sure a lot of Arsenal fans are turning their phone off at the end of the season. We don't really turn the phone off, bro.
So it's like I've always say for the better of the league, it would be nice for Arsenal to win it. But it's just the fan base, bro. It drives me mad, bro. Honestly, so. But
I think everyone's fan base is crazy. I was having this conversation with my missus. I think everyone's fan base is crazy, bro.
Nah, bro.
Like there's some.
I think everyone's fan
even
base
in
is
our
mad.
group, There's some guys that have conversation with themselves. Literally, with just themselves through the whole season. I'm like, this is not normal now. This is not normal.
Bro, this is a 19-year starvation, bro.
Yeah.
It's a 19-year starvation.
Every fan base, you're right. You are right. Every fan base has
their-
like those,
Yeah, man.
has those like typical fans that any little like.
They don't see nothing
slip
out
ups,
part with their club,
yeah.
bro.
But then I just think like I don't know. It's mainly because we live in London,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, and you're
And,
surrounded by Arsenal
we're
United
surrounded
fans,
by
innit?
Arsenal
Yeah,
fans.
yeah,
So-
yeah.
And it's not even about having like a logical conversation. It's just stupidness, stuff that they come out with. It's just, bro, like,
Not
yeah.
everyone's logical, and that's where the issue is.
Nah, man, but
But yeah, no, like, look,
I don't know how long my heart can hold out though, bro. This
Nah,
this can't go to the last game of the season, bro. It can't.
even
it
us,
can't.
that's only going for top 4.
Yeah,
Look at what we're going through. We're counting all like injuries.
exactly.
We're doing calculation. How many more
Bro,
points?
and mine is times 100
I
of
was,
that.
speaking, I was speaking to Ade yesterday. We were just on the phone hoping Spurs drop
Nah,
points.
see, that was like yesterday.
Doing maths,
was like
doing
Christmas
the maths.
Doing maths like it's
Yeah.
algebra.
And
X
we're only,
equals
we're,
4.
we're only
Yesterday
going
was
after top
Christmas.
4.
Yeah.
Imagine going after the league, bro.
Nah.
No,
Newcastle dropping points, and
It's
then
stressful.
Spurs
bro.
drop.
Nah, it's
Nah,
stressful, bro.
it was
It's
perfect.
stressful.
Yeah, so we
And
just,
having to watch it, like, obviously I've been privileged. Like, I'm having to watch it live as well. And to just watch stuff like, because this is the last thing I'll say, because the game is so under control, yeah, so under control. And then by 4 o'clock, we have dropped 2 points and we drew 2-2 with West Ham. I'm thinking, how?
you know what? That's
Like, what's happened?
that's the league for you. At half time, I thought I'm going to quickly have a shower at half time. I try and quickly get back. I got back, just walking into West Ham scoring a goal. Not knowing that Arsenal's missed a penalty.
You missed a penalty, yeah, bro.
Not knowing. But
Yeah.
that's the league for you, innit? And the league is different. Like
fantastic,
I'm gonna ask you guys this question later anyway, because I was gonna ask. I know for me anyway, personally, I've always thought the Premier League is the most entertaining league. But in terms of quality, we need to start having that conversation because I do believe it has improved in terms of like the quality.
Yeah, no,
but
definitely.
we discussed that later on. But yeah, now that's the Arsenal. Is there anything else on the Arsenal game? What game you watching?
No,
Oh, the Real Madrid.
Yeah, Bukayo Saka, I accept your apology. I just apologized on Instagram about, the normal thing that footballers do.
did he apologize?
Yeah, he just said sorry in it. Like I'll try harder next time in it. But if I'm Arteta, you know what to do. Put the boy on the bench. Next.
No, I was gonna ask you that
Coming off
anyway.
my team.
Like when obviously Ham is not obviously pleased with his performance the last few weeks. What are your thoughts, Alan? Do you think it should get dropped? 'Cause we'll get Ham to chip in a bit. But what's your thoughts on
I
it?
think if there's a replacement, you should get dropped. Like if you've got a player that has to play because you physically don't have an alternative,
Yeah.
then cool. But this is the reason why your top team. So I use Man City as an example.
Yeah.
Mahrez can score 10 games in a row and
Yeah.
won't play.
Yeah.
Pep will see something that he doesn't like and he's dropped, and that's someone actually performing. So that's the stage you want to get to. So if you've got an alternative, if someone like drops off a little bit, you need to replace them because you need to keep your momentum. So yeah, I'm about to take him out my fantasy team, but He should wait 2 weeks. 'Cause I need him for that Southampton game. But after that, yeah, for sure. For sure. And Jesus should get onto penalties. So
What are you saying, Ham? Because I know you've obviously expressed. We talked about it off the air. What are you saying?
Yeah, I've said this ain't a today thing for me, Bukayo. Though I've watched him Bournemouth at home live, Fulham away live, today, Everton away live, and I can't say he's had good games. I'm not gonna sit here and say he should win Young Player of the Year because he's named Bukayo Saka and his stats are good. But I'm watching him play football games recently and not affect them. And my manager's watching him as well, and my manager's watching what I'm watching, and so I know he knows that he's not affecting the games. And my point is, now Jesus is back. Trossard can start for anybody.
I found that a very interesting sub when they subbed off Jesus. Literally, first thing I was like, why are you keeping Saka on? Are you keeping him on because he's the designated key player? Because if it's on performance, you don't keep him on the pitch.
No. 100%. Jesus is one I understand because obviously you have to manage his minutes, innit? So I understand that. Yeah, I understand that. But mine is if you're going to take Martinelli off, who is affecting football matches, in recent weeks, then Bukayo has to come off and then Reece can come on and whatnot, because he just try something different. Give Cresswell give him a different animal to look at for 20 minutes and whatnot. And so when Bukayo missed a penalty, I'm not going to say I knew he was going to miss and whatnot. I'm not stupid enough to say I knew he hasn't missed a penalty for us, innit? So I'm not going to say I knew. But it's just like, it was just cumbersome with his form recently that it just hasn't looked convincing. It hasn't looked like whether if he's carrying something, maybe I'm getting onto him. I'm harsh, innit? Maybe he's carrying an injury and he's playing through the pain barrier. The manager's asking him to, or because we're going for a title, he's like, you know what? I will pay through the pain, innit? But it's now at the detriment of the team and whatnot. And like I said, I've always said for him to get better, give him a better right back and whatnot. Ben being his right back is just backing him up. He's not doing anything. He's not taking nothing away. The fullbacks ain't even looking at Ben White, even though he's got an assist. They're not looking at him and whatnot. So Ben Bukayo does get doubled and tripled sometimes. But take him out of the team. Okay, we've got Southampton at home, please. Trossard can play. Okay, Bukayo can sit down and whatnot. He can come off the bench or do something behind closed doors or something. But me personally, I think some people might think I'm mad. Why is he talking again? Me personally, I can take him out of the team. Now that we've got Jesus back, I can take him out of the team and I can play Trossard. And it's almost like for like. Trossard is a bad boy player.
Well, that's my view in football in general. Forget whether it's Saka or anyone else. Everyone's not going to be optimum all the time.
No. Look at today, we took Thomas Partey off. Thomas Partey started, he was having a stinker for 20 minutes. Take him on, bring Jorginho on.
And that's why you have a squad, so that you can be at as high a level as possible. If someone drops off, if you see that today, maybe they look like they only got 7 hours, 59 minutes sleep instead of 8 hours.
That could be the difference.
Bring someone else on.
That could be the difference. And like I said, I'm a firm believer. He's young. He's 21. Last thing I say, 21. And yes, they can play through bad form and whatnot, but we have a league title to go for. And there's somebody on the bench that can do a job.
There isn't time now
to
think, let me allow everything needs to be done.
Because when Martinelli wasn't, you guys remember, Martinelli had to sit on the bench.
I was screaming.
He had to sit on the bench. And then he came on. I came on against Villa, got his goal, and then got back into the team.
Yeah. I can't say something for Martinelli and then say, because it's Saka.
Nah.
I don't have the same.
Yeah.
No. It is what it is.
All right. Just lastly, Southampton. What happens there?
10-0.
I think it's 8.
Yeah.
I think it's
8-0.
I think it's 8.
It has to be a barrier and it has to be a clean sheet. That's the only thing
I
that can
think
make me
it's
feel
gonna be
better.
8-0.
The only thing that made me feel. At 1-0, scrapey, 2-0, even 4-0 going is not enough.
Yeah, no, I think
It has to be 8.
I think that's you give them 8 that cements their relegation.
Yeah.
Move on.
All right, cool.
Just give me 3 points.
All right, cool. Let's just move on to United. Different 2 games this week, different type of games. Although I do think both performances were good, but we had like a mad 10-15 minutes against Seville. Just get your thought, Ade. Where do you think went wrong? If you have to put a blame on something on Thursday, 2-0 up, where did it go wrong?
I just felt as if we didn't score the goals because that game was easy.
Oh, you guys were strolling.
Like, I'm not even trying to say it's a game. It was easy. We didn't have any issues whatsoever.
Yeah.
We didn't finish our chances.
Yeah.
That's a big one. And I can't put that on the manager. You're meant to score your goals. No. You score your goals. The Martinez injury, that's one thing that did stick with me. I got really annoyed at Maguire that the other team's players could take off your man. Like, if anything, that showed a lack of management or game management from the manager and the captain. You think Mourinho would have allowed that to happen?
Or you saying when his international teammates carried
took
him off?
the pitch. Mourinho would have said, lie down, get duvet, gas and air. Because once he comes off, we've got 10 men. Right? You have to be a bit strategic. Waste time. Do what you're doing. But you don't even know what injury he's got. You've allowed them to carry him off the pitch. And they know why they're carrying him off the pitch. Because
Yeah, they're going for the equaliser.
they're going for the equaliser.
Yeah.
So I was that annoyed me a bit. The goals were free goals. Malacia,
Man, like Ty.
yeah, you know what? Yeah.
He's under punishment this weekend, though.
He was under punishment.
He's
so-
probably they're stooling down while he's watching the
Tom
game
said
today.
he didn't make the match day squad.
No,
He
he
did.
didn't.
No.
He didn't.
And it's clear it's because of what he's done. But it's good though. It's good because you need to call out shit, right? Brandon Williams was on the bench. I didn't even know he was still in Manchester.
Yeah.
I didn't know he lived in Manchester still.
He was
Get me?
at Norwich still.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
And that's just to show you. So obviously he wasn't great, but the goals were freak goals because it was mad. Like I was, when you're thinking about next week already, I wasn't even worrying about the match. I was watching it. I was like, I'm not even worrying about the match. And then all I see is 2-2. And I'm like, it's done. And then plus the injuries as well. So it started getting getting a bit tough. It was getting a bit tough, but
Yeah. So what do you think though after that result? Did that make you like favourites to go through, or do you make them
No,
favourites to
wow,
go through there?
I think, like Sevilla have been shit this season. but
Bro, I looked at the table. They're like 15th or something.
Bro, a few weeks ago, they were literally the position above relegation zone.
Mm-mm.
They've gone on a mini points pickup. But before that, but I think we're out. I see them as the Real Madrid of the Europa League, right? It's like, you don't need to be good, but if you feel something is your own, that your father gave it to you when you were born.
It's your divine rights.
You get me? So it's one of those situations. Obviously, it's not impossible that we go through, but I think it's a lot harder now. Especially if we go to penalties. We don't do penalties like that. So.
I'd rather us go out in that Europa League and try and give it all in the FA Cup semis to try and find a way to. I know Brian's a difficult task.
We're going to job beating.
You're going to play
Brian-
City in the final.
Yeah,
City
Brian.
are gonna
Yeah,
take
but
care
at
of
least we
Sheffield
can.
United.
That is at the end of the season. We can now focus. Go out the Europa League. Try and find a way to make it to the FA
And then
Cup
just play
final,
league games.
and then just focus on the league game. At least you deal with that FA Cup final.
And you got less games.
Less games.
Yeah,
Whereas
yeah.
with Europa League, you're
Still
still
got a
focused
semi-final, two
and
legs.
final.
Yeah, 2 legs.
And a
So
final.
because you go through that, and then
Probably got to play Juventus
you
semi-final.
got- So I'm
Probably
saying, and
Roma in the final against
it's-
Mourinho.
and it takes a lot out of you mentally.
Brian are gonna whoop us.
Yeah.
Let's not even go as far as.
No,
Nah,
I think. Don't get me wrong. I
'Cause
think
it's a
Brighton
semi-final
are
neutral.
a dangerous team.
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
still think because it's a neutral ground. I'm not gonna lie to you. I won't be surprised if Brighton just beat nonsense out of us.
I thought you were about to say something else.
No. I'll not be surprised if they come in that. I will not be surprised.
Don't make you lot stool down.
No.
What Malacia doing now? They make you lot stool down.
The
whole team.
I won't be surprised, but I do believe we still have a bit of quality there. Just like, especially depending on how we approach the game, like it's the manager's job, innit? There's quality there for us to
You
beat
got quality,
them.
100%.
100%. So I'm not gonna go in thinking that we're gonna lay down. They're gonna.
No,
It's
not
what
lay
is-
down, but
Yeah,
they're better
but-
footballers.
No,
No,
I,
of course.
I would make it 51%, 49. So I
I'll
would
say
say
it's
Brighton
more.
51.
I'll
I'd say you guys
With
49.
Rashford not fit,
Yeah.
because
Nah.
you know what? It's because
I make them slight favourites. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
I'll make them
just
favorite.
slight,
It's because we
slight.
don't have nothing. If
Bro.
our starting 11 is whatever we give them in the starting 11, that's it. We have nothing else to offer.
no. You even say starting 11. Maguire starting at centre back.
I don't think
Against
Maguire's even
those
playing.
boys?
I don't think Maguire's playing.
Is it?
Yeah, I think he's suspended for that game.
They're not fair.
Yeah, but who can play centre half?
We're in
Lindelof-
trouble.
Lindelof
We're
and
in
who?
trouble.
It
We're in
don't
trouble.
make a difference. If
Yeah.
we put Martial at centre back, it's the same thing.
So
as
you're not
Maguire.
gonna bring Phil Jones out of the freezer to come and play?
He doesn't like playing football anymore.
so,
Nah, but-
so who's you gonna play centre back?
But it doesn't make a difference because if Maguire was playing, those Brighton guys are having him for lunch. When he got that yellow card against Awoniyi, I thought it's done. I thought it's done.
Yeah, that's a
And
game.
if he has people like Matoma and March coming after him, it's done.
But before that, by the way, you have to take it a step back. You have to still play Sevilla again. You know, you still gonna play them again.
Yeah.
You see.
Yeah, no, it's just like we'll see. As I said, we got two massive games this week
Yeah.
coming. For me personally, I'm not gonna be upset. Don't get me wrong. I say it's not impossible for us to go away and beat Seville.
Not impossible.
But I agree with Ade. They are favourites. We've a lot.
Yeah, I make Sevilla favourites
yeah,
as well.
we've
Not after the first 20 minutes. I thought you guys were going to spank them.
The whole game, even just before the last 2 goals, I thought this game is casual.
Yeah.
what we had to deal with, like in terms of injuries and everything that we're dealing with, is just nothing's going our way. And for me, I'm prioritizing top 4 more than anything.
After
More
this
than
Premier League
anything.
weekend.
Yeah, after
Premier
this,
League weekend did smile on us, but
because at the beginning of the season, you asked all of us what we wanted. We didn't even say Champions
Europa
League. We
League.
didn't even say top 4. See, I mean, we just said make it to like top 6.
yeah.
But we've now got trophy, and then this a massive
And top
opportunity
4 is
to
definitely
top
there.
4. I don't want anything to jeopardize that. I'm not greedy. I'm not like other
Not
fans. See
greedy.
what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. I am not greedy. Like, we
Take
go
2
out.
L's this week.
I'm
2 L's.
like,
And I'll be smiling.
I won't flinch.
Smiling.
Obviously, yes, I will.
No, man, you can't say that, bro. You can't say that. You can't say you won't flinch. Your team loses the whole 2 L's against Sheffield
Obviously-
United and Brighton.
No, obviously,
I mean, Sheffield United. I mean, Sevilla.
When you're
There's
watching
no
the
shame in
game,
that, bro.
when you're
There
watching,
is.
There's no shame. There's no shame.
when you're watching the game, you will get emotionally involved. It's like you support the
Of
team.
course,
You get-
yeah.
But if you take a step back after like the week or something, and it does happen, as I said, during the course of the season, we only adjusted the expectation. Obviously, yes, we're playing better than we expected. Secondly, the teams that we expected to be competing with us for top 4,
I'm not there.
they don't want to compete.
They're on vacation.
Yeah,
Little
took a year
ones
out.
See what I
are
mean?
on
Took a year
vacation.
out.
So-
Year out.
Sabbatical.
So we now find ourselves in a position where we can make top 4. We've obviously broken the jinx of getting the trophy,
Yeah, yeah.
and to get us back into the Champions League, that is
Big.
that is you have to take that
Buying
over.
players this summer.
Yeah, you have to
Champions
take that
League.
over. Like it's just being realistic. I'm being honest. It's just like
But
that's
then, okay, so then take the L against Sevilla, but definitely don't take the L against
Why
Brighton
not?
then.
no, like do you get me?
Yeah, so the final FA Cup.
No,
Like
no,
Tom
no,
said,
no, no,
you
but
can do
think
an FA Cup
about
at the end of the
Yeah.
season.
So I accept that.
You
right?
winning
I
on
accept that.
winning on Sunday or Saturday whenever you play is not going to affect your season.
No,
Yeah,
I
because
would like
you
to
just-
win. 100%.
Yeah.
I'd like to win. But me saying the L against Brighton is accepting that they're a superior.
They are no,
footballing
they are better
team.
forwards
Yeah.
like than you.
I would like to win.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
But I'm respecting myself. I'm also respecting.
now
myself.
you have to.
I'm
I
also
mean, as I
respecting
said, for
myself. I
me
like to win.
personally, if I have to pick one, I wouldn't want. You're right. I wouldn't want to lose both. But
Nah, man.
as I said, take a step. If we do lose both, I'll probably be like, no, I won't be. I will be honest with you. I'm not gonna be like. I probably would have been more upset if we lost against Nottingham Forest today
yeah.
than if we would have lost the 2 games next week. I'll be honest.
I
As
wouldn't
said,
be
that's
here if we lost
and
against
that's
Nottingham
and that's
Wouldn't be here.
that's me prioritizing top 4. But I
Yeah.
still like. I would love to still play for a trophy at the end of the season. And if I have to pick one, I'd rather like let's go against City in the final. We get a bit more players back, hopefully from
Yeah,
injuries.
100%. You could beat them in the
Do
final.
that. And
It's a one-off game.
I don't want to play like that 2 games, like 2 semi-final games.
Travel. You take planes.
Taking planes, and
have
then
to
with the
remember your
injuries that we're dealing
passport.
with.
Bro, the people you're competing with, Tom just said they're on vacation. The only people you got to worry about, you worrying about Spurs breaking into
No,
top
no,
4.
I'm not
There you
worried.
go. So it's only you and Newcastle that are going, and both of you are going to
Yeah.
make it.
But we got injuries, bro. We got injuries.
Yeah, but
Nah, I'm not worried anymore.
injuries
I'm
are
not
not.
worried
Thank you.
anymore. I'm
Injuries
not
are not.
worried.
No one's catching. Them
This
man behind you are
weekend,
not catching you,
He
bro.
just gave me a ball.
Yeah, them man
Yeah,
behind you are
nah,
not catching
yeah,
you.
no, no,
They're not
this
catching you.
Nah, I don't know, man.
They're not on nothing.
Yeah.
Them teams behind you are on
Yeah.
nothing.
Our next 7 fixtures, yeah.
Unless Brighton
we're not-
do
we're
a
only
madness.
playing 1 game at home.
That's cool.
Next 7.
Now this weekend for me
We've got
was
Spurs.
Bro,
take the top
So
4.
we're gonna, potentially within a week, we can get some spanked by Charlton twice. I mean Brighton twice because we got them.
No,
bro.
I've already calculated it. I've taken the L against Brighton.
Mhm.
I've taken a draw against Villa.
At home. What about Spurs away?
Who the hell are Spurs, bro?
Yeah, that's a W.
Who
I
the
don't
hell are
know.
Spurs,
That's a
bro?
W, bro.
That's a who the hell are Spurs?
That's what I'm saying. Top four. I hear you guys are
Yeah,
injuries.
we're done. We're done.
But
we're
top
done.
4 is pretty much.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
you guys
the
are
ball,
okay.
The ball is there.
Yeah, you guys are okay.
Yeah, no. I'll be
But
honest
how
with
many
you.
points was 6 points above Spurs?
Was 6 points above Spurs.
With a
and
game
we're
in hand.
Yeah.
see. Nah, they're
I mean 3 points above Newcastle.
Newcastle.
Yeah,
as
it's
well.
just who finishes 3rd and 4th between you and Newcastle.
that's it.
Unless Brighton or something do a
And
madness and
Newcastle
charge.
playing Spurs
Yeah,
next week.
unless Brighton do a madness and
So,
charge
yeah.
up. Brentford are not making no top 4. Let's be
Yeah,
real.
yeah.
Fulham ain't making
Villa
no
won't.
top 4.
No,
Villa
they're-
ain't making. I know Unai Emery is doing a madness there, but let's be real. They're not gonna make
I
top
said
4.
that-
Brighton is the like.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'll,
yeah.
I'll be honest.
Spurs ain't making top 4. Spurs
Yeah.
don't want top 4.
There are only 6 teams in it. There are only 6 teams realistically.
Yeah.
That's the current top 4.
And Spurs and Brighton.
Spurs and Brighton.
And Spurs are not on nothing.
Spurs are not nothing. So
Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. I do think we are favourites right now. but I would love to sit there and be as confident as you. I'm just being
Nah, you
honest
man are
with you,
good,
bro.
man.
This weekend,
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm just not.
certified it for me.
I'm
It
just
will
not,
be
yeah,
the
I'm
same
not there yet.
meltdown that we had, but we had our meltdown last time because yes, same reason you guys. We
yeah.
lost Kieran and Thomas, two massive players for us, and we dropped from fourth and dropped to fifth.
Yeah.
And whatnot. You guys do have Rashford and Martinez about. I don't think Rashford's one's as bad as worst feared, innit? So I think Rashford back. Martinez out is a big deal.
The reason I
and
don't
whatnot.
panic,
But that's the only reason why.
In all honesty, I don't panic about Martinez and Varane's injury. The only reason I don't panic is I'm okay with Maguire and Lindelof at the back as long as Casemiro and Eriksen. So if I have my midfielders, I'm cool. It's if I have Fred and McTominay in front of those players, then I have an issue. But as long as those guys are
and
there,
if those other teams
I'm not
chasing you was
bothered.
actually on something, if the team chasing you was actually on something, I'll be okay, cool. Your injuries might impact. I just don't see it. I don't see it.
Yeah, to be fair, even today's performance for from them three guys in the middle of the park, I know it's against Nottingham Forest, but they were outstanding.
Yeah, the quality still got show.
There was that.
It's the midfield makes me not worry about the defense.
Yeah, they were outstanding. All three, like Bruno, Eriksen. I know Eriksen wasn't supposed to start, but he was something else. They both, like as I said, I know it's against Forest, but we'll take it.
And that's the thing, I never doubted. Like Forest this season, if there's any team I felt we're just gonna beat them every time we play them, it's Forest. So like coming into this weekend, I didn't even have a worry. I was like, even if a couple of other people want to get injured, cool. I just couldn't see them pulling anything.
I don't think they had a single shot on target all game.
Bro, we played them 3 times this season, beat them.
They probably haven't had a shot on target all 3 games.
Yeah, I don't
4
think
times this season.
4, maybe even 4
Because we played
times.
them twice in it.
Twice
In the League Cup.
Yeah.
I don't think we conceded
them
a goal.
away
Oh yeah.
I don't think we conceded a goal. Or maybe I don't think we conceded a goal. So
Yeah, no. But yeah, no, we'll see, man.
Let's move on. You guys are easy, man. You guys have made top 4.
No, to be fair, like apart from like this weekend has been a great weekend
fantastic
for us.
weekend.
Yeah, Newcastle lost, Tottenham lost, Chelsea
Tottenham
lost.
was good.
But Chelsea, I don't know what. Sorry, I shouldn't have mentioned that. Sorry.
Sometimes you're offended.
Yeah, sorry. I said sorry before you said it.
You're calling
My
us with
bad.
Chelsea, you know.
My bad. You know, I told Tommy. You know what? You know when Chelsea lost it? No, when they got battered by Brighton.
Battered.
You know the first thing I done? I tweeted it. I checked the table. Can Chelsea get
I
relegated this
remember when
season?
you did that. I remember when you did that.
Can they get relegated? I looked at 12 points off relegation, bro.
No, the cut-off is 34 points.
Someone said, yeah.
No, bro, it's possible, you know.
So I don't know
It's
whether
mathematically possible,
Yes.
but Crystal Palace above are safe.
All right.
I don't know
All
whether
right, we'll
this
see.
is wild or not. Yeah, I was telling Ham this later. this earlier.
This is banter.
This is banter. Someone said apparently after yesterday's performance, I know it's interim. They should sack him.
No, I heard someone say that.
Frank Lampard, they were talking
I
about,
heard
guys.
someone
Frank
say that.
Lampard.
Yeah.
They should,
I saw
they
that
should
on
sack
Insta.
Frank. Well,
We didn't say that, by the way.
Yeah, nah,
we
I
saw
saw
that.
on
We saw
Insta.
I
that.
said
Yeah.
someone say they should sack him because now yesterday's. I know it finished 2-1, but unless you watch the game, you understand.
I keep using that analogy. If it's boxing, they would have thrown the towel in.
Bro,
They would have said it's enough. Sorry, it's enough.
it was
This cannot
even
continue.
the goal that Chelsea scored was against like
Yeah, it was
run the
fake.
play.
It
It
was
was
fake.
fake.
It was
It was
fake.
deflection.
Yeah, it was fake.
But the beating
Yeah.
that Brighton gave them yesterday, it was unfair, man.
Now imagine if we saw breaking news tomorrow. Todd Bowley sacked.
Yeah.
Frank Lampard.
Yeah.
Nah.
But the thing is, we say this, but who isn't Brighton giving this to?
No, but let's. This is
Maybe not as much.
Chelsea
but
Football Club have spent shitloads of
yeah,
money on their
that
team.
money don't.
Even the team that they put out yesterday, it still had Badishiel. We still had Fofana in it. It still had Modric up top. It still had Pulisic, Sterling.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
But what Chelsea are right now is like a mechanic running a fine dining restaurant. You get me? Guy, it's a new man. It's new ownership. It's just a mess.
It's a whole mess there.
It's just a whole mess.
It's a whole mess there, bro.
And Brighton they're silk. Like they're playing top teams and getting 70% possession.
Yeah.
So you now put that mixture together. Like when the weekend was coming, I never ever considered Brighton losing that game.
Nah.
Like, or not winning the game.
Yeah.
And that is a crazy thing to be away from home.
Yeah.
Week before against Spurs. It's only
They should have
because
won
of
that game.
witchcraft.
Yeah,
that they
VAR.
didn't win that
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
Brighton are a different animal.
No, proper.
And it upsets me.
Shout
that
out
it's
to
gonna
De
be
Zerbi.
broken- Different
And
animal.
Potter as well. Potter giving
And
them.
Potter as well,
Yeah,
because
we
he
always
laid
got to
the
remember. Yeah,
foundation.
100%.
Lay the foundation.
100%. But what they're doing, getting these players in, like, maybe yesterday I watched Brighton, but yesterday I watched the whole game. And Moses Caicedo in the middle of the park was just unbelievable, breathtaking. The way he wins, but you know what? He isn't just so he's almost like Kante 2.0, yeah, in terms of how he gets around the pitch and whatnot, yeah. And Kante is a good footballer, yeah. But I thought that Caicedo was like a get round the pitch, win it, and just play a 5-yard pass. But no, he is not.
he's
No, he's not.
Yeah.
He can find cute passes around the corner, little dinks as well. So he has got an array of passing to him as well. And I understand why they want 70, 80 mil. But nah, he was dynamite yesterday in the middle of the park. And then the stuff that they can do with their team, their right back got injured. Veltman got injured first half. Man didn't even bring on a right back. Man said Pascal Gross, come from centre mid, go right back.
Straight.
And whatnot. Then he brought in Ciso in. Yeah. I said, yeah, you go play there. Yeah. You go play as a 10, McAllister, you come back. And it didn't change nothing. Yeah. They were still on top.
And I like the way they bake. I like the way they bake the players because, and Ciso, when I spotted him, I think they were playing against you guys. I don't know.
How old is he when you spotted him? 13. Well, you know you like to be spotting. like to be spotting them when they're not even wearing Pampers.
Well, you know McAllister, I spotted him before he came to Brighton.
Yeah, he was on loan at somewhere for like 3-4 seasons. And they had him.
So he went back to the team they bought him for.
Yeah.
You know he's got 2 other brothers, so I used to keep
because their dad used to play football as well.
Yeah, so I used to keep tabs on them. But and Ciso, I think it was when they played you guys. And there was that game that was just back and forth.
Yeah, 4-2.
He played
4-2.
And I was just looking at this boy and thinking, no, this guy's ready. Why isn't this boy a starter? But then he just disappeared. They didn't really play him. So when he came back into the play, I was like, nah, I've seen this boy play. He's ready. But they built everyone. Even Matoma, when they got him originally, he was in the background.
Proper player.
They've brought these players in gradually. So what they're doing, Brighton, salute to them.
All right, cool. Let's just round up the other games quickly. We've got Spurs. Yeah. Is it really worth
It's always worth speaking about Spurs.
Banter.
Always
is it really worth speaking about Spurs?
Do you know Bournemouth put on their Twitter today? North London is red.
You know what? The referee tried to help them last week.
They did try. He did help them last week.
They did help them, and they still couldn't capitalize on that.
Did help them. How do you go at home and you come back 89 minutes 2-2 against Bournemouth to go and lose the game 3-2?
When they disallowed Richarlison's goal, I was like, thank you, God. Let them just finish 2-2. Then I saw 3-2. I was like,
nah. But don't you think it's bonk? Like, I don't want to spend too much time on it, but how do they sack Conte, keep his number 2?
It's not. Nothing's going to change.
And then he does the same thing. They still play 3 at the back.
Nothing's going to change.
I just think they sacked Conte because of the comments that he made. I don't think I think they was prepared to keep him
till the end of the season.
I agree. But because of the comments he made, I just think they just couldn't sit there and accept the fact that he can just go on into the press conference and just say whatever he wants.
Okay, they get rid of all of them and let Ryan Mason be caretaker manager.
Yeah, you need something new, right?
Yeah, get rid of all of them and let Ryan Mason take over to the end of the season, bro. At least Ryan Mason might go, you know what, today, fuck it, we're going 4-3-3. We're going 3-4 or something different.
It upsets me that Brighton didn't beat them last week because
flipping it, bro.
Brighton would have been.
No, I'm glad Brighton didn't beat. Glad Brighton didn't beat them because if Brighton beat them,
more of a worry.
Yeah, there'll be a worry.
Because if Brighton had beat them, Brighton would have been on 52. Spurs would have been on 50, and they would have had 2 games in hand over Spurs.
Yeah,
mad.
It would, yeah.
Anyway, moving on. Spurs are shit.
Spurs are shit. What we're saying about Palace? Obviously, I know we was discussing about Patrick. They shouldn't. So they should have sacked Patrick. Whether to be honest now, whether they should have sacked him or they shouldn't have sacked him.
No, they shouldn't.
For the chairman, for him, he's gonna be satisfied now. Okay.
Yeah.
It don't matter what people's thoughts are now. Yeah, we're safe.
F you, Steve Parish.
We're safe. Like they've gone 3 games.
They won
3. They won 3. Conceded 1 or something like that, and scored 10 goals. That's something that and the players that went scoring under Patrick have scored.
Eze was on the bench, bro.
Yeah,
sitting on the bench.
Yeah, towards the end of Patrick. So,
sitting on the bench.
Yeah, so it's like obviously, look, I don't want us to discuss what the Patrick situation over and over again, but for him, it will be accomplished for the fact that the team are probably now safe. Like
get Zaha out.
Yeah,
they don't need Zaha. Zaha's causing them trouble. I'm not saying he's not the best player in the team, but they play better without him. Just saying.
What you say, Ham?
Yeah, man. Move on, man. They won 2-0. They beat bottom of the league, Southampton 2-0. Eze got 2 goals. The second goal was lovely. Little shimmy. Lovely. Him and Elise have problems. I hope someone buys one of them next season and they just to see if they can play at the level up and whatnot. But yeah, they won 2-0.
Are you reckon it's time for them? I think that they need another. I don't think it's time.
No, they can do, but I'm saying it for me on a personal and selfish level. I would love to take Elise off their hands next season and let him come and play. He plays right wing, right? He wears number 7 for Palace, right? So you see how Saka's playing right now. You sit on the bench at least. No problem. No problem. And I love Eze in the middle of the park. I think middle of the park is where he should play.
I think middle of the park.
Do not play him on the flanks.
From
Play
when
him
he
in the
was
middle
at
of the park.
QPR, middle of the park is.
It's that little shimmy. He can beat players from the middle of the park.
And he can run. The amount of times at QPR, 25 yards out, bang, top corner.
Yeah.
It's where he's meant to be. It's where he's meant to be.
All right, cool.
Now Villa, bro. We got to talk about Villa, bro.
Oh yeah,
Villa have come
Villa.
from,
Yeah.
I ain't been looking at them in the table and whatnot. All I know is they had Stevie.
You have to
they
give
sacked Stevie, Unai, and I saw that they're 6th in the Premier League.
You have to give respect to the manager.
The
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah.
What would you say? What are you saying about your old manager, Ham?
Who?
Quality.
Good evening.
Oh, Unai. Yeah, he's doing the thing, bro.
Yeah.
He's doing the thing. He's doing the thing.
So, like 3-4 weeks ago, like, you know, a whole weekend where every commentator said, in this whole league, there's only one team that has nothing to play for, and that was Villa, because they were just in some random spot.
Yeah, where they were safe and they weren't challenging for nothing.
And they weren't. Now,
he's got them thinking, yeah, Europe is possible, bro.
What kind of a run is that from people saying you've got nothing to play for to being in European contention?
And it's the same players. That's why it's always like it's detrimental to Stevie because he hasn't had a window. It's the same players that Stevie was with.
Yeah.
And whatnot.
Mathematically, they can still make the Champions League.
And what they done to Newcastle yesterday was bad,
bro.
I have not seen Newcastle be
From
that bad all
minute
season.
one.
I ain't seen Newcastle be that bad all season. You know, I've not seen
one.
Newcastle be that bad all season.
Could have been 1-0 first minute.
Bro, Aston Villa
And a goal disallowed.
Bro, nah, they was on stuff.
Yeah.
They was on stuff. Yeah, shout out to
Hit the
United
post as
Emery,
well.
man.
Ramsey
Yeah.
hit the post.
Remember, Watkins had a disallowed goal as well.
Yeah, Ramsey hit the post. Watkins hit the post. Disallowed. Oh yeah, no.
Was an England call up for Watkins? Yeah.
Yeah, they just have to keep rotating. Tony,
Him,
all of them
Tony,
just,
Callum.
just keep rotating.
Like, to be fair with Watkins, I think we've always like highlight
wasn't
his
scoring.
positive his qualities, but he just doesn't score goals.
And we don't like
And-
strikers that don't score.
Yeah, and if you're scoring goals now, they're still not. I don't think they're still all as good as like Harry, but at least you can get the
Back
call
up,
up.
yeah.
You're scoring goals. At least be like Gareth can at least look back at you and think, okay, maybe
Yeah.
you can score goals.
You
You've
got
been
double digits.
Yeah, you got double digits. Before that, you're just there for being there.
Yeah.
Sake. Do you get what I mean? At least now you're scoring goals, adding that to your game. Like brilliant. Now he's doing well, man.
And if he's gonna look at Ollie, then you gotta look at Jacob Ramsey as well. I think he's just playing brilliant. Bro. The
Yeah.
fact that he can play off the flank, in the middle, and he's nice. Like I said,
Quality.
like Tom said, it's to Tom's point earlier when he says we need to start looking at the Premier League as not just the most entertaining, but it's getting better technically as well. And it's for the young players that are coming through. I just mentioned Eze, Olise. You can mention Ramsey as well, and a proper
Ramsey.
player.
Villa have.
what are you saying about his brother though, Adi?
Yeah,
His brother scored the other day, innit?
So 2 seasons ago, remember when Liverpool played Villa and Villa had to play their youngsters?
Yeah.
The youngsters that Villa
And they were
have are
balling still.
mental. So you got the Ramsey brothers.
They've got the
Before
striker as
Chukwuemeka
well.
went
Should go and make up in Chelsea.
to Chelsea, him and his brother
Yeah.
as well there. They got Cameron.
Cameron Archer.
Bro, they got
it's Middlesbrough.
players.
Yeah.
Villa have got players there. So
Yeah.
be quite interesting. And they're getting the opportunity to play. They're not like these big teams where you don't get the opportunity.
Just
So,
stockpiling.
boy, yes, it'll be good.
But Unai Emery's done a magnificent job. I'm not gonna lie. If Arteta wins the league with us, obviously he'll get manager of the year. But would it be too late for Unai Emery to get it if they get?
When did he?
top
He
six or
only
something?
come in. He came in like January or something. Was it?
Yeah, but when they stacked
or
City, it must
before
have
the
been.
World Cup or something. Well, I can't remember.
But I'm just saying, is it too late to give it to him if they make Europe? Because
Yeah,
like you
but
said, if they
Not too
Yeah.
late, you know.
They said that,
Not too late.
since
because
he
we're not
came,
giving it to Pep. If Man City
since he
win,
came
we're not
into
giving
the
it to
job,
Pep.
I think apparently only Arsenal's got more.
Yeah,
points than
yeah.
him. So yeah.
So yeah, maybe, bro.
No,
He's
no,
a
no, Arsenal, City, United.
yeah.
Okay.
That's not a bad shout though for
That's
manager
not
of the
bad,
year,
not
bro.
bad, yeah.
Still,
Cool. All right. Lastly, just the point that I obviously brought up earlier, before we leave. So it's like a lot of the times, obviously, there's this debate about who's the best league in the world. For me personally, I think the Premier League has always been the most entertaining league in the world. But I think what used to set us aside before is possibly the quality. So people, I know like a lot of people can argue about the quality of the league, and I think what doesn't help the Premier League is, and what a lot of people tend to do, they equate the quality of the league to like the success we have in the European competition, like Europa League and the Champions League. And as we both say, like there's teams that there's teams that literally that they feel like the father's given birth to that to those competitions,
yeah, Real
like the
Madrid.
Real Madrid and Seville.
Like,
So yes, like we can do better in those competition, but over recent years, from teams that have been promoted to the league, the way from how they play football, everyone's trying to play football the right way. The quality, obviously the Premier League has a lot of money anyway as it is. The quality of players that we're bringing in, the quality of managers that's coming to the league, to Premier League, and the ones that are still waiting on the sideline to get in. Like everyone, I feel like with players and managers, their main goal is now to enter the Premier League. Whereas before,
100%.
don't get me wrong, the Barca and the Real Madrid,
go to Real Madrid.
yeah, the Barca and the Real Madrid are still got
outside of Barca and
Real Madrid.
It's England.
Is England. So what? But
England.
my main question is the quality of the league. Do you think? I know for me, as I say personally, for me, I always felt like we were the most entertaining. But in terms of the quality, and we're not speaking from fans that don't watch other leagues. We watch other leagues. So I mean, so this like just give the narrative out that we do watch other leagues. We're very attentive to all the top 5 European leagues.
Yeah.
Do you now think the Premier League has the best quality out of those 5 leagues?
Go on, Adi, I'll let you.
So I do. That was going to be my answer regardless. But they updated the UEFA coefficients a couple of days ago. And 5th place, France, 61 points. Italy, 4th, 78 points. 3rd, Germany, 81 points. 2nd, Spain, 91. England first, 106. Pretty much 107 points. Levels. Right? Our teams are going into Europa competitions as favourites now. Big boys. And that's it's the quality as well. It's not just that the Premier League's a party every weekend. Because every weekend, fam, these matches are getting me excited, but the quality is picking up. Brighton will make it to the knockout stages of Champions League. I tell you,
A big call, as a big shout.
Factual. You take Brighton, they will make it to the knockout stage of Champions League because, I can't see 2 teams from 2 different countries keeping them out, and that's what you're looking at. And we've got that competition. We've got Villa now. They're about to step up. So no.
Yeah.
England. It's all about England. It's all about England.
We just can't win nothing. We just can't win nothing with the national team.
That's what it is. Take out all the Europeans, it becomes an issue. But at the end of the day, even the national team, before we never saw them as serious contenders.
Yeah.
But now they're playing a France. You're like, we might.
Yeah.
But before you just like, okay, we're gonna lose. It's confirmed. But now we're like, there's a chance. So
No, of course.
things are picking up. Things are looking up.
Where's your thoughts, Sam?
No, I would say our quality is definitely getting up there. I watch the Spanish league a lot, and it's just like I said with the Spanish league and even the German league, the blueprint is pretty much the same for the whole league. Everyone tries to play football the right way, technically, whether you're Stuttgart, whether you're near the bottom, whether you're Bayern or Dortmund. Same as the Spanish league as well. You watch Barcelona play someone, and they're really going to try and give them a game, innit? Try and play football. No one's really setting up 2 banks of 4 and let's just route 1 it and whatnot. Whereas I think our league, has been heavily influenced by foreign exports, innit? Both players and managers and whatnot. And that's where you would gravitate to when you talk about technical ability and quality. You gravitate towards the more foreign players and the more foreign managers and whatnot. And them, a huge influx of them coming to the Premiership has had a knock-on effect on the coaches here, the younger players here. And naturally, if the coaches here are getting better, then the players they're coaching will be getting better because the knowledge and the technical information they're giving them is coming better, innit? So that's why you're producing players like Phil Foden, like Cole Palmer, like Bukayo Saka, all those type of players there. So that can only help the Premiership, innit? And whatnot, with the quality of players that are coming through. So I would say a big onus to like all the foreign players and the foreign managers that have come here and whatnot and have helped the development of the Premier League anyway on a global aspect, but in terms of the technical level. Because when I looked at football, especially growing up when we watched it, all the good players that were technical were all like foreign. The only one that I liked was Steve McManaman. He was the only one that was English that had a bit of something about him.
Like
now,
Gilly.
but now we can look at our team like you said.
Football's changed now because I remember like maybe like 5-6 years ago going to play with like my friends' younger brothers. The way the kids play football is different to the way we play football, right? And it's not necessarily they've been coached, but their view of football's changed now. It's that
But you got to see it now. You got to think like when Pep come here now, that playing out the back, certain teams do it. Everybody wants to play out the back.
Everyone wants to play.
Look at Burnley in the Championship. Vincent Kompany. It's no mistake. It's no coincidence that Vincent Kompany is Burnley's manager, and he played under Pep and whatnot. And Burnley used to do route 1, 4-4-2, just to kick it out. And now they play from their goalkeeper to the front? How do we get from front to back through all departments, defense, midfield, striker, and a lot of teams do that. Like, look at Fulham. Look how Fulham play football now. A Portuguese manager, front to back, and whatnot. Look how we play football. Look how Man City play football. Look how Ten Hag wants you guys to play football as well, front to back from the goalkeeper. Everyone says, "Oh, De Gea is not good enough. Change the goalkeeper." So for me, 100% the quality is getting better and whatnot. I still look at Spain. And
so answer the question. You still think Spain and Germany the better?
Yeah, I still look at those leagues and think, because like I said,
you look pure at the football, right? Because we've played 4 Spanish teams and pretty much knocked 3 out, or even 5.
Yeah.
So we smoked.
Yeah, but remember, like I said, like Tom said, there's a massive investment in our leagues, though, innit? Like we can attract the better players and whatnot.
Well, Brighton smoked them all as well.
Right, for you,
you need to get a Brighton.
Brighton needs to give me a job. Give me a job.
All right, cool. We don't have much left. So for you, Ham, just to clarify, you still think Germany and Italy got better quality, yeah?
Spain.
Yeah, don't call
Spain.
Germany.
Not Germany, just Spain.
Yeah, Spain.
All right, cool. Thanks, people. That's all we have. Thanks for listening. Please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Red Divider. Share with friends and family, and we'll be back next week.
I won't be back, but yeah.
We out.
Peace.